day, I'm Makayla Munroe, and today I'll be preparing an appetizer, entree and dessert. For the appetizer, we'll be making buffalo wings, and for dessert, we'll be making a beautiful cherry-infused chocolate mousse. Since the chocolate mousse will have to sit in the fridge for about an hour, I'd start with it first. Well, first I would take 2 egg yolks, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, what you have to do with this is whisk it until it's pale in color. So now that the egg yolk and sugar mixture is pale in color, so we have 7 ounces of chocolate, about 200 grams, that I will just chop up. You want to cut it into small pieces because you don't want any lumps inside of the chocolate mousse. So I'll just be cutting it down into small little pieces. 1/4 cup of the whipping cream. Okay, so that's 1/4 cup. Pour the whipping cream into the pot. You just want to leave it here until it coats the back of the spoon. So now that it's coating the back of the spoon, I bring it over here and mix the egg yolk and sugar mixture. And now I just leave it there for it to temper. When I say temper, I mean leave it there for the egg yolk and sugar to get accustomed to the heat of the milk. I will put it onto the stove and let it heat up again. So I put the chocolate that I chopped over this bowl and pour this mixture into this bowl. You see the need for the strainer because, as you can see, the mixture gets a little bit thick. So now that it's in the strainer, I just want to mix it so that all the liquid can get through. Now, with this hot mixture, I just want to mix it into the chocolate. As you can see, it's making a chocolatey sauce. This is the chocolate mousse. I will keep mixing until all of the chocolate is fully dissolved. When all of the chocolate is fully dissolved, I put it into these little cups here and refrigerate it for an hour. So I'll just mix until it's smooth. Look around for any lumps that you may see. It's a very stiff mixture. So what we will do now is add the rest of the whipping cream. And I will pour the rest of whipped cream until it reaches up to 1 cup. When it is finished, you would see it look something like this, or it will form soft peaks. Scoop it out into the chocolate mixture. Now that it is fully incorporated, you would see it look like this. Now that it's in the glasses, just want to take a little bit of the cherry juice and put it into each of them. Now with the help of my little friend the toothpick, you're just going to mix it in until it's incorporated. And this is how we get the mousse to be cherry infused. Now we will refrigerate it for 1 hour or until it is set. I want to start with the buffalo wings. First, we start off with some chicken wings that have been cut into flap and drumstick. Now I'm going to add to them some salt and black pepper. It don't need a lot of seasoning because the sauce is going to be in has all the seasoning that it may not be able to get right now.
Okay.
Add a little head of fresh celery. Crumble the celery and just cut it. Rotate the knife so that you get even cuts and all your slices come out a bit uniform. This is a bit chunky, so you just want to take the knife from the side and chop it.
Technique, certainly. All of that is
And chop the celery continually. Okay. So with that done, you just want to add the celery into the chicken and mix again. Now you want to take this chicken and put it into a lined baking dish, foil-lined baking dish for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the meat is cooked, because some people often have different temperature ranges. And now add this to the oven on the middle rack. Now I'm about to begin the buffalo wing sauce. It starts with some Swiss barbecue sauce as a base, and I'll be now cutting up some pimentos and about 8 tablespoons of butter for it. In the pimentos, you can leave in some seeds, but the more seeds, the more heat, and buffalo wings is initially supposed to be hot. So I just cut them up chunky with some of the seeds inside of them. Now to season the sauce, I have a red and a green pimento that I cut up, and I'm going to slice about half of this ginger and chop it up. Now we put the butter into this pan and we let it begin to melt. As you can see, the pot was very hot, and that's exactly what you want. You want the butter to get a little color like that. And then add the peppers and the ginger. Just let the vegetables understand and take in the flavors of the other vegetables. To that, we'll add the barbecue sauce. This works as a thickening agent and also to share with the rest of the sauce its smoky flavor. It's supposed to be hot, so there's of course going to be hot sauce going into this. So I want to add approximately a tablespoon and a half of hot sauce, a tablespoon of distilled molasses vinegar. When it bubbles like this all around, that means that it is ready, and most of the vinegar that I put in has evaporated. When you see the meat start to flake like that, you know that the chicken is almost ready. Let's bring it. This is the real construction of the buffalo wings. This is where we take the dried wings and put it into the sauce. add sugar to taste according to how hot or cool you want it to be. Mix it in. And this is the tomato salsa that will be going at the side of the buffalo wings. So first you cut the tomato in half vertically and like that. And do the same thing with this one, with the other half. Then cut it into some cubes. And put it into the gravy boat. And cut a red onion in half. Take off the outer skin. Take off this part, but leave on the end of the root here. Cut off the top. Slice it. We just want about quarter of the red onion. So this would be enough. Dice up a pimento. Chop up a little celery, sprinkle over the top, add about a teaspoon of olive oil, salt, black pepper, just a little spoon. The mousse has set, as you can see, and I'm going to garnish it with the cherry that I promised you. So we just take one maraschino cherry and put it right in the middle. And since it's preserved, to give the fresh look, just want to take a little sprig of celery and stick it right inside of it. There. But at least try to. So it'll end up looking like a radish, but say what. Buffalo wings and traditional tomato salsa and our cherry infused chocolate